No, you kind of like
Just giving us game.
Yeah.
So I mentioned that you're an entrepreneur. Can you tell us about some of those projects?
So a lot of people know me as the person who did the I Love Third Ward brand, and it's something I'm very proud of.
You should be.
Being living in a gentrified neighborhood, Third Ward, Texas, which is steadily changing and being repurposed for modernization and higher, valued properties. A lot of the character kind of goes away. So historically, Third Ward is very rich, very dense. People kind of just know it for turkey. Some people know it just for Turkey Leg Hut and Bar 5015, which are were thriving businesses. One of them is still thriving. And
shots fired.
That wasn't no shot fired. It's just real. It's just reality. We'll see. You'll see how that turns out. I don't know, but there's been thriving streets of business throughout the years. A lot of there's blues musicians that come out of Third Ward. Beyonce came out of Third Ward. That's who everybody gravitates towards, and she's always shouting it out. A lot of artists, very thriving artist community comes out of Third Ward. So there's a lot of that. There's a lot of historic stories, like old businesses. So what was my original question? Because I don't want to get too far off.
Well, I asked you about your entrepreneurial projects.
All right. So what came out of that, the I Love Third Ward project, was me documenting all these aspects of Third Ward, and out of that, I created a merch line with I Love 3W on it to keep it on people's minds. I sell my art prints of photography I've taken of scenes in Third Ward in the area, like these aesthetic shots. Like out of all the years that the original Frenchie's was open, nobody thought to take pretty shots of it. Wolf's pawn shop, nobody thought to take pretty shots of Wolf's pawn shop. So I go through the neighborhood and all these vacant shotgun houses. To me, these are historic structures that talk about the times of the area. And I would do that in the middle of the night if it would rain and the sun. The lighting was just right and the streets were reflective. I'd go take pictures of these buildings. So I have all these pictures. I print them on metal. And whenever I do an art show, I'd have these for sale, but for people to have them on their walls, historic events. So I had a merch line. I made towels. I made caps. And it kind of started becoming. It was kind of like ground zero for people merching a neighborhood, at least in Houston.
For sure.